Hey kids, good evening from NYChessKids. My name is Saudin. This is a very important lesson for us to learn. So we need to learn how to finish the game and checkmate with the queen and the rook. So let's see this position. Look, the black king is in the middle of the chessboard, and it is not easy to checkmate the king in the center. So what we have to do is we really have to push this king to the corner, right, or push him all the way down to the last rank number 8, to the edge of the chessboard. So look what I'm going to do. I'm going to play first queen to a5, because when I move the queen to a5, the king is going to be trapped and cannot escape. So let's do that. And then I am going to use this rook for a check. Right, so basically I'm really pushing the king all the way to the edge of the board. Check. And now I want you to learn this way. There are many different ways to checkmate here. Look, I could play queen a6, I can play queen b6, but I want you to learn this way. Look, queen is a very fast piece and the king is a slow piece. So we're gonna go all the way to the other side, to this space. Up. And when we get to g5, right, now it's going to be easy for us to continue checking the king from the side and checkmate. Look, the king is trapped. There is no space now to move. King is trapped in the corner and on the last rank. Now let's try this again. Look, let's use a different strategy. How about I play now with a rook to h5? It's a different move, but the same strategy, right? So let's play this, and now we can bring the queen from the other side. Check. King has to move, right? So check again. And king is attacking our rook. Let's run away to b7 and checkmate the king. Okay, this should be easy, but you need to practice this. There is a study in NYChessKids beginners 2 level. You can take this strategy and just practice against the computer. Let's go now and see two rooks. The two rooks are similar to queen and the rook. Of course, queen is much more powerful piece, but the strategy is the same. Right? We want to push the king all the way to d8. So let's play this move. Rook a5. We are preventing the king to run away, and now we are using this rook. Right? Check. Now, of course, we cannot go here and make a check. So, because the rooks are fast pieces and the king is slow piece, I suggest you play this move. And then we go from the other side. Right? You can do it this way. So, it's the same. Let me show you the different way. You can practice different way too. Let's say we play again rook h5 and we play rook to a6, right? And so now instead of playing rook g6, we could play rook h6, right? So two rooks are protecting each other, right? And then we can play this move, right? Rook a7 check. Now again, we can play rook a7 and protect the rooks, and rook a8 checkmate, right? So you can do it this way too. You need to practice this. You have to set it up with a computer and just play many times before you really understand. Okay, so now we're gonna go and study different kind of positions. Let's see this queen and the bishop mate. How do we checkmate the black king when we have more pieces? Like, look, we have a queen, we have a bishop, and the king. Those are very strong, powerful pieces. Now, of course, You could checkmate the king even without using the bishop, right? But let's try to use all three pieces to surround the black king. So look, I'm gonna play first move bishop to e4, and then I'm gonna bring my king, right? Look now, pieces can support each other. Queen can go to c6, make a check. Bishop protects the queen. And then again, I can bring the bishop into the game. And just make sure that you don't make a stalemate, right? I can bring the king into the game, play check from the side, and bring the king. So it has to be a checkmate very soon, right? Checkmate. Just make sure you don't make a stalemate. Let's try the same position just by using. Let's say let's move the king first. Check, right? Let's move the king, right? Look, we can do it quickly even without using the bishop. It can happen so fast, right? Always in those kind of positions, because you have so many pieces, be aware that stalemate can happen. What I want you to remember is when you have so many pieces, try to use them. Pieces can help each other, and move like you can move all three of them together or move just two of them. Let's see the position with a queen and the knight mate. How do we checkmate in this position? Look, again, I could just move king and a queen forward and win. I don't need a knight to win. But let's try to checkmate and use the knight, right? So let's say we move the king forward, right? Let's move the knight forward, right? Again, just make sure you don't make a stalemate. Look how I don't go like so close to the black king. I'm gonna give him a little bit space. I'm gonna go to this way, right? Let him have a space, right? Let's move the king forward, right? How about we move the knight? Look. Now, look, I'm gonna play this move, right? And the checkmate can happen quickly. Look, I have a knight. Knight can support my queen, so I even don't need a king. Of course, I could move the king forward, and the next move is checkmate. I can do that. Or I can play move like this. Look, check, and then checkmate, because now knight supports me, right? Both ways are great. Let's try one more time. How about we play something different, right? Let's play a move like this, right? From the side, and then bring the king into the gap. Look, whenever you have a position like this, right? When the kings are parallel to each other, we call this in chess the opposition, right? Then check from the side, right? And bring king forward, or you can bring the knight. Let's say I play check here with the knight. Look, king now cannot move to d7 and f7 because the knight is so powerful. Bring the king. Look, three pieces are coming into the game, and the checkmate should happen here very quickly. Now, of course, I have so many different ways. I could play a move like this, but I don't want you to play a move like this, because I don't want you to bring the queen close to the black king, because the stalemate can happen. Keep the queen away, like this, right? And then check and checkmate, right? So it happens very fast. Okay, this is something we have to practice, right? So play this position against the computer on your own. Let's go now to the queen mate. This should be also something very easy. And again, look, the king is in the center of the board. We cannot checkmate him here in the center. So we have to push this king to the edge of the board, or to the edge of the board on the other side, or edge of the board here on h6. We have to figure out the way to do it. Now look, I can again play move like queen a5. Look at this move. Why am I playing this move? Because I want to stop the king, right? Now I know the king cannot escape, right? So look, this move helps me a lot. and then I bring my king. Now pay attention how I bring my king. I could go to e4, or I can go to d4. The right move is king d4, because I am waiting for black king to get into the opposition, right? When you have a position like this, when the kings are parallel to each other, they cannot get close to each other. And always play check from the side. Do not play check like this, because this can lead into the stalemate setups, right? Play a check like this from the side, and then bring your king. All right, so look at this now. I want black king to come back to e7. Look at this move that I'm going to play with the queen. So I'm forcing the black king to come to e7. Now black king decided not to do it. Okay, now I'll have to make an adjustment, right? Because the black king wants me to make a stalemate. If I play this move, and this is what the kids do all the time, they make a stalemate, right? So we don't want to play a move like this. We don't want to play king e6, right? Look how dangerous this kind of setup is, right? We don't want to make a stalemate. So let's adjust this position, okay? How about we go back, right? And now we will adjust the king, okay? Check. And bring the king again, right? And checkmate. You can checkmate from the side, or you can checkmate to f7. Let's see this one more time. Let's play it different way, right? Look, first time we played with the queen to a5. How about now we bring the king, right? And let's play move like this. The most important is that you are pushing the king, and that the king has to go to the edge of the board, right? So how about we play move like this, right? Or move like king d5, right? So look, we are very close to the king. Just make sure you don't make a stalemate, right? Because stalemate can happen in a positions like this. So now the easiest way to avoid the stalemate is to put a queen, so the queen goes from the side and controls the rank. So the king cannot escape, and then you just bring your king and checkmate, right? Checkmate on b8 or checkmate on d7, right? Okay, so this is how you checkmate with a queen. You have to use both of your pieces, your king and your queen. You cannot checkmate only with a queen. Now, there's another way that we could study this. So look, I wanna show you all the different ways. How about I play let's say I play a move like this with a queen h4, and then I'm gonna play queen d4. Now pay attention to what I'm doing. I'm gonna try to bring this king all the way to the corner, right? And right now I am not using the white king, so I'm gonna play move like this, right? And look, the black king is having less and less space, so I'm gonna follow him, less and less space. Now just be careful with this strategy not to make a stalemate, because if you play this move, the game is a stalemate, you are not winning. So now you need a king, and bring the king like this, right? Of course I can checkmate now in one move, but let's play here and checkmate. It can be this way, it can be queen b7, right? So you can do it that way as well. You need to practice this strategy that I just showed you. It's called knight jump strategy, because look what happens. So look, if I it's a knight jump strategy. So basically knight goes step side, right? So following the king like this. Look, knight jump strategy. You can do it. Now what I would suggest, don't even play this move. You don't need it. Right? Don't risk anything. You don't leave the queen a little bit further away from the black king. Just bring your king, because the black king cannot run away. Look, bring your king and the checkmate is happening, right? Give the black king space so you don't make a stalemate, right? Okay, that's something you have to practice, right? We will have other lessons how to checkmate with a king and a queen, but this Lichess lesson, Piece Checkmates 1, is very good for practicing. So I would highly recommend you to go here and practice. Let's see checkmating with a rook. Okay, now again with the rook, first you have to decide what to do with the king. You cannot checkmate him in the center of the board. It has to go to the last rank, or again last file. You have to. It's your decision where to push him, right? So let's see. Let's see what can we do. We cannot checkmate only with the rook. We need a king. So let's bring the king into the gap. All right, now look. I have two ways to do it. I could go with a rook here, or I can go with a rook to b1. I have to stop him, right, to escape. So how about I play this move, a rook to b1. I now look. Rook can go to b6, make a check. Pay attention again. Look what happened. The two kings are opposite to each other. So check from the side is going to push this black king back to 7th rank. And now, again, I could run away with a rook, or you can do it and you can protect your rook this way. And look what I'm doing right now. I'm just going to take more and more space. Look, I'm taking more and more space. This box for the black king is becoming smaller. Of course, I cannot continue now because you are going to take me. So I have to bring the king. Bring the king again, right? Take more space. Take more space. And bring the king. Look, if you cannot move the rook, then move the king. Now, take more space. You see, the rook can do this, queen cannot. Now, we just don't want to play this move because that would be a stalemate. So I have to go around, one more time around, and the checkmate is going to happen. Don't ever play a move like this. Stalemate, right? Checkmate. Okay? Let's try one more time. So what did we do in first time we played a move like king d4. How about I play just check, right? And now we bring the rook to d4. All right, look, we are taking the space. The black king is already trapped. Look at that, just very small box for the black king. So I can move my king to d3 and c3, or I can go to e4 and d5 or e5. So let me try from the other side, like this, right? Now we can move forward, right, with the rook, take more space. Take more space again, and bring the king. Again, I can go from this side, or I can go from d5. Let's now try from the other side. And bring the king. Look, we are taking more space. Take more space. And now king is trapped, right? Has only 2 spaces to move. Bring the king. One more time. And checkmate. That's it. Look, if you want to learn how to checkmate with a queen and the rook, you have to practice. So go back here. Look, it's very easy. You just go to learn, right? Go to practice and do that first lesson, the piece checkmates 1, and practice and practice and practice and play this position 20 times. And if you cannot checkmate, then do it again. That's how you learn chess. Practice and practice and practice. Right? So we are going to talk about this again. There are other studies that I created, and I actually set up the pieces, messed them up all over. So we will talk more about. But for now, just practice this piece checkmates on Lichess. Boys and girls, thank you for listening to me, and I'll see you in our next lesson.